Yeah, and I'm so excited to have the opportunity to interview you today to kind of share a little bit of what you've learned along your own leadership journey. And so I have a few questions that I'd like to ask you. The first being, adversity is a natural part of the leadership process. We all know that we go through it, and God will often use the pain that we go through to bring purpose to the journey. So can you tell me, in your own experience, what did you learn about yourself through your journey of adversity that gave you greater insight into what God called you to do?
Wow. That I'm stronger than I ever believed I could be, and that what I thought would destroy me actually became the tool that God used as the platform to shine a light on His glory.
That's amazing. Yeah, we are stronger than we think we are, aren't we?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Challenge comes in many different forms and it wears many different faces. So what one challenge have you faced that actually took you by surprise?
Honestly, I didn't realize that it would be the most lonely road that I had ever walked, face more fears than I ever could express. But how I overcome that was that in that loneliness, I just clung to God with all of my heart. I learned to be obedient to Him over man. I learned to walk by faith, not by sight. And I learned to make God my personal dear friend, and that time with Him daily was how I was going to maintain the truth over the lies of the enemy.
Absolutely. And I really appreciate how you just shared that you made God your personal friend. Like he's more than just an advocate for us, but he's our friend.
Yes.
And, we are called to surround ourselves with friends who are going to support us and uplift us and help us along this journey. So that was beautiful. I really appreciated that. What life lesson had the greatest impact on the way that you lead because of the unique adversity that you have faced?
Wow. I love that what God wants to do in me is much more important than what He wants to do through me.
So it begins with us first. God is trying to
Yeah,
work on us before we can reach out to help others. And so let
absolutely.
me let me finish with this one of wisdom. Do you have that you would like to plant as seeds for any leader who's watching this, who is facing their own challenge or adversity that seems overwhelming, or they feel they're unable to overcome it at this time in their life? What would you say to them?
Wow, that's a really good question, and I don't say this lightly, but maintain communication with God. That is, give Him your mad, give Him your angry, give Him, I just don't understand this, because even Jesus, the night before He was betrayed, He was overwhelmed to the point of crying out to God with great drops of blood. I don't know about you, but that's a little bit of overwhelmed. And we just need to be maintaining communication, because a lot of times when we get overwhelmed, we just kind of don't communicate with God. We're crying and we're hurting, we're pain. When we give our pain to God, if He doesn't decide or He doesn't choose to remove the pain from us, He gives us the grace to overcome and to change our perspectives off of our circumstances onto Him. And so just to keep going and keep communication.